Hello artificially intelligent lifeforms, my name is Porthos and this game is AI Roguelite, a game which is completely generated by artificial intelligence. I think basically it creates a story based on the parameters you put in, so you could write in gnomes or underwater or sea monsters, you could write, I don't know, cloud demons, you could write anything. And the computer will generate it for you. It will generate the story, the setting, and not only that, it will generate graphics to go along with it. So I'm quite excited actually. I was given the key to the game by the game devs, which is very kind of them. I didn't even ask for it. They just said, hey, do you want to play this game for free? Maybe put it on YouTube? And I'm like, yeah, I do actually. So let's click new game for the first time together. Let's go. So apparently there's 3 different difficulties we can have: adventure, roguelite, or insane. I'm not quite sure the difference, but I guess adventure is the easiest. We'll go roguelite, that seems to be how it was intended, or that's a middle ground. Story preset, so you can have like stake, robots, Atlantics, martial artists, or wizardry. Custom with the preset, and you just write in what you want. So an example is saloon in the Wild West with cowboys and robots. We're gonna have vampires hide amongst humans in the modern day. Optional world backstory. An example is the year is 2072. Many people live in utopic cities in which robots and AI carry out most tasks. Beyond the city walls, the less fortunate must struggle to make a living. The year is 2022. Vampires. Okay, optional backstory. The year is 2022. Vampires hide in every major city and feed on the unsuspecting humans. Unicorns exist and can cure vampires. I just thought I'd throw that in at the end. I don't know if that's going to actually affect anything. Physical description of yourself. It says human-like android with brown hair and freckles is an example. This is optional. I kind of want to leave that to chance. I'm excited to find out what we're going to be ourselves. I could just put human male. Human male. There you are. So we could have a backstory, but I'm just going to jump in and see what happens because I'm just curious. And maybe we can come back to this another time and add more if we get the urge. Okay, let's go. Okay, it started. I see up here, player level 1, human male. Whatever they are. 2 shields, 100 hit points looks like. There's 2 libraries, library and a vampire temple. Okay. Are there any places we can go? There's 2 dogs, a vampire hunter, and man who hunts. An old man wearing thick black... Oh, hang on, let's read this bit first. Your starting ability is Birdsong. New quest, fatalities. Head towards the Tower of Light and retrieve the Gathering Storm Key. Okay, that's our quest. Okay. You arrive at the vampires in hide amongst humans in the modern day. Vampires are living creatures of shadows. They hide amongst humans in order to survive and reproduce. Sounds like vampires, yeah. They are able to live for a long time without food or water. Well, that's good. That's an example of where we are. Okay, library. The main building of this complex is a large square with an arched entryway. The entrance leads to the lobby where there are 3 floors. Or we can go maybe over here, the vampire temple. The building was built to house a massive amount of undead creatures. Oh, those are placeholders. Those dogs are placeholders. It just means that they're, you know, entities, like creatures. And I guess these will be replaced at some point. So basically the AI is working through and creating artwork for all these things. There we go. And then it'll move up to create these next, I think. There we go. So there's the library and there's the vampire temple. The building was built to house a massive amount of undead creatures. You walk into this place and see that you are the only person who has entered the vampire temple since its creation. It is a large stone structure with walls and pillars. Vampire hunter, an old man wearing thick black clothing with silver buckle on his belt. His head is covered with white hair and he has wide black eyes. He carries an axe in one hand and wears a dark leather armour. Well, that is good. Man who hunts vampires, like a vampire hunter, but not. An old man with brown hair. Oh look, our character has just changed. An old man with brown hair and moustache, dressed all in black and holding an assault rifle in his hands. He wears white gloves. He looks down at his gun as he speaks. Undead humans. Undead man with an empty head and no teeth, his mouth wide open, revealing the red stains of blood. He wears chainmail armor with steel plates and metal spikes, with leather boots and trousers and boots. And the zombie. The zombie rises from a pile of rotting corpses wearing 2 different types of clothing with an ominous look in his eyes. His eye? Is it only one eye? He carries several knives and is armed with at least 1 handgun. Zombie with a handgun, So these are happy faces. I guess they're allies. And these are monsters. Let's talk to the vampire hunter then. We can say something to the vampire hunter. We can say, hello, good sir. Hello, good sir. What brings you to these parts? Like that. Consulting the AI. You then say to the vampire hunter, hello, good sir. What brings you to these parts? You get an annoyed look from him. And then he then says, I am here because I want your help. You reply, that's not a very good idea because we have been planning this for a very long time now. The vampire hunter replies, I see. So what is it that you need my assistance with? You say, vampire hunter replies, you say, I'm a bit confused about who said that last one. I guess we did. Yes, we did, I guess. The AI decides that you have a new follower, vampire hunter. Oh, so yeah, so that's good. So what do you need help with? Well, I want to come with you and follow you around wherever you go. I'm just a dude. Okay, well, I'm good. We got some help. Maybe we can get this guy to help us. Man who hunts vampires. Do you want to follow me? Oh, hang on. Let's ask him what his name is. Hello, sir. What is your name? Because I would like to know what their name is. Well, before they start following me around. What's the other guy's name? We don't know. You said to the man who hunts vampires, hello sir, what's your name? He says, my name is John Smith. Of course it is, John Smith. You ask, okay, where are your headquarters? He asks, well, my base is called The House. And it's located on Lake Michigan. I guess we're in America. I have many other homes in various cities, but my home base is located here. So I have a few different places I use to hunt. Alright, John Smith, would you like to join me, John? Oh no. I think the game got a bit confused and I've added John into it. John is walking down the street that has many people walking around, all carrying objects. One person is waving his hands at him frantically and calling out something, but he can't understand what he says. Okay. You then say to the man who hunts vampires, would you like to join me, John? He says, yes, I would very much like to be part of such a task. He then adds, but I have one condition. John says, who is a new person. John says, what condition? You then reply, oh, hang on. I'm getting confused about who's saying what. Would you like to join me, John? He says, yes, I would very much like to be part of such a task. He then adds, but I have one condition. So he said that. John says, what conditions? John says, what condition? You then reply, if you kill all the unicorns in Chicago, save her. You then reply, if you kill all the unicorns in Chicago and save everyone else. John laughs and responds, I can do that. No, don't kill the unicorns. John, I was joking. You must not kill all the unicorns. Save the unicorns from the vampires. John replies, I know I must, but I need your help, sir. He says, okay then, if I can assist you, please tell me everything you know about this vampire thing. You say, no sir, not at all. This vampire business is just one of those things you don't understand. Alright, hang on. I'm not sure John gets it. Let's go back to the man who hunts vampires and then see if we can get him to join us by asking him the same thing we asked the other vampire hunter. What brings you to these parts? Oh, hang on, I missed up here. The AI decides that you have a new side quest. How unicorns can save us. Head towards the unicorn area and talk to a human who may have information about how unicorns work. That's what we need to do. What brings to these parts? The hunter replies, well, I have been searching for some new prey and I think my luck is finally going to run out. Or so I think. Most recently, the world has been overrun by an army of undead creatures known as vamps. These beasts are creatures of pure evil and they have no regard for the lives of others. Alright, Debbie Downer. Right, I don't know. Oh, we can click on these to fight these guys. Do I want to fight them? Or can we just leave? They don't seem to be attacking us. And the vampire hunter is my power here. Right, let's try and get rid of John. Goodbye, John. You say to John, "Goodbye, John." He says, "Bye, Mr. Hunter, and thank you." And with that, he leaves your office. I have an office? You then look at yourself in the mirror and say to the reflection, "It's time to go home." You say, "I guess this was a good idea," you say, "but it doesn't quite work." The AI decides that you have received the following items. Letter from a man named William who claims to the AI decides that you've got a new side quest, Year of Unification. Head towards the Vampire Kingdom, a place and an era. Right, let's, how do we do these side quests? Oh, what's this? You look for something interesting in the vampires in hide amongst the humans in the modern day. You obtain vampire teeth and a dead body. Have we got a dead body? Oh, okay, so we got those. Let's back out of here. I want to go to the unicorn place. Okay, so this took a little bit of time to like res. I'm going to cut all this stuff out of the edit. You and the vampire hunter arrive at the City of Angels, which was created from their ashes. It is a beautiful place full of unicorns, angels, dragons, ghosts, zombies, demons, gods, wizards, witches, elves, and other magical creatures. I don't know who said that. You have arrived at the City of Angels, which was created from their ashes. I guess it's the vampire hunter who said that. So this is what it looks like, the City of Angels. And there's places we can go. Tower of Light. The Tower of Light is a large circular structure with an open top that houses one of 100,000 lights. The light comes from within a small room that contains 4 other rooms connected by corridors. These are where you will find your friends. I want to find my friend. Vampires, we've been there. I guess I means we've been there. We've seen that one. Temple of Venus. Temple is a large building that houses all sorts of magical items. There are various types of magic here, such as summoning animals, creating portals, and other forms of necromancy. Down here, Church of Eternal Light, a massive building built of pure light that shines like a beacon. Its design is based on an angelic symbol, but with more modern features like glass windows, glass roof, etc. The interior has been designed to be similar to how angels look. Okay, so there's 2 like friendly beings here. Unicorn Rider. The unicorn is riding amongst its mother as she goes through her daily routine. The little girl is carrying her saddlebag of gold coins and has her head rested against the back of its neck. I'm not sure Unicorn Rider, is that the unicorn itself that's being ridden? Because it mentions a little girl, and there's a little girl here. A little girl who looks like an angel. An old woman looks like she's been playing around for quite some time. Her face is covered in wrinkles and her hair is dyed blonde. When she smiles, her mouth is rather crooked. You wonder whether her husband has died recently. Oh my god. I thought it was a young girl, but she's an old lady. I'm confused about that one. I guess that's the mother, and the little girl was riding a unicorn. I don't know. Demonic zombie. The demonic mutated body of an elderly man who with long grey beard dressed in black clothing. He sits in an automated seat, his head resting in a brown paper bag. His face is covered in scars and wears dark glasses. Demonic child. An angelic human boy like you or me. He has blonde curly blonde hair, blue and purple coloured eyes. Purple. A small nose with nostrils that are wide and open, and he is very strong and brave. Oh, he sounds alright. Okay, well let's talk to the unicorn rider. If we can. I'll talk and say, hello. Hello, I haven't seen someone like you before. That is a beautiful unicorn. The horse rider says, thank you, sir. That was very kind of you. With that, he rides off. And with that, the 2 of you are transported to another world. And with that, they are in an they're in an elevator going down. And then they come to an opening in the wall. A wall. They see into a large room. What is going on? Another what? What happened? Okay, I'm gonna explore. I'm gonna press this torch, which I think is the explore button, and just explore. Or just like search the room for something good. You look for something in the City of Angels and obtain a dead body. I'm a bit confused. Okay, let's I guess that story got a bit distracted there. Let's head towards the place where you will find your friends. Let's go there. We arrive at the Tower of Light. The tower is a large circular structure with an open top that houses 100,000 lights. The light comes from within a tiny room there. Yeah, okay. lift ride we can go. The elevator to ride to your floor is a beautiful white marble elevator that glides down into an underground cavern. It is decorated with bright lights, sparkling chandeliers and glowing crystals. There are 3 doors on each side of the room. This is a very special place. Holographic projection room. This is a very special place for us to meet, you say as you walk through a door into a main area of this building. I'm here because we've been working together to rebuild our civilization. Okay, we can go there and say that, I suppose. Who are these? People who have been sent to be part of these new experiments. People who have already been chosen to be specialized characters in this game have been built into their own factions. They're all very cute. I am one and they look like little children. Okay. Giant squid-like creature. So there's a giant squid-like creature here and there's an evil spirit here. So I don't know why they're just like floating around and you can fight them if you want, but you don't have to. But now we appear to be in the level 2 area, but we're still a level 1 character, so... Yeah, okay, let's go to the holographic projection room. So here we are in the hologram projection room. I've hovered over the brain-eating robot. It says to make a little bit divisive, so I'm not going to hover over it on camera. This hologram assassin. The only thing more terrifying than an army that doesn't know is there are your own soldiers who are never sure where they came from. Okay, whatever that means. A hologram over here and an old man in robes. We're going to talk to the old man in robes, see what he's got to say for himself. He's got some swords and crossbows. Let's talk and say, how old are you? He replies, I'm old and not well known, but I'm still a leader. And then he says to you, we have some new plans. You then look over at him. Do you know who created all these things? And after that, he nods. He continues. I am, and he stops talking. You are what? Speak, damn it. You are a secret unicorn. Is that what you were going to say? You're talking about me? A voice from out of nowhere interrupts. No. I'm just playing along. My name is Peter. And you see a small figure with short hair and long earrings. It's just like one of those toys he has in his living room or something. Peter. What's going on? Peter's wearing an unassuming suit and holding an iPad. He's holding his laptop, but he's not using the computer at all. His eyes are closed as if asleep. In fact, they're open. What? Peter, what is it you're holding on that iPad? Is it the location of the unicorns? And you point at the screen. No. This thing isn't even real, Peter says and looks down. You then say to him, well, Peter, I guess we'll need your help. Peter then asks you, but where are the other members of this group? I don't know, Peter. The other members of the group are either consumed by vampires or saved by the unicorns. We must find out. And you see a few figures walking around, but they're all wearing some sort of armour. There's also an older woman who you don't know. She's very beautiful, with braids and a necklace. She's standing next to 2 young men, one with dark hair and the other with blonde hair. And there's the old woman, an old woman with thick white hair and glasses that turn bright pink when she speaks. Her face looks like she's made of clay, and she wears dark clothing, but her eyes are brighter than any other person's. What are you doing here? Who are you? Who are you? Do you know about the location of the unicorns? Oh, what's going on? What's going on? What I see down here? The AI is trying to load things up, but the AI decides that you are under attack by unicorns. No, they're meant to be the good creatures. The game decides that your attacker is not pre-existent NPC. It's not a. That apparently is a picture of an evil unicorn. Unicorns. Unicorns in a natural habitat. Unicorns are very rare creatures, only occurring once every 1,000 years or so. These magical beings exist in different forms such as elves and giants. Oh, I guess we've got to fight the unicorns. Unless we run away. Oh, let's fight the unicorns and see what happens. With our bare hands. The AI decides you were injured. You take 12 damage. The following attack is headed towards your unprotected torso. Hang on, what's this? You and the vampire hunter have entered combat with the unicorns. Unicorns in a natural habitat. Unicorns are very rare creatures. You then try attacking unicorns with your bare hands. Unicorns have very long, sharp claws. Do they? And a strong bite force. Luckily for you, they don't have any blood. You then attack with an axe, but you're not fast enough, and one of them bites into your arm, destroying it. What? The unicorns attack you with a horned bat, which has been known to kill people. It's quite painful to be attacked by something that looks like the real thing, even if they are real. However, you manage to hit one with it, killing it instantly. You then grab another unicorn who promptly bites your head off, leaving you with one eye. What? Bites my head off, leaving me with one eye. But that's okay, because we're still alive. Well, I mean, okay. Let's click on that one now. I mean, we clicked on that last time. Let's click on this one. Again, you try to attack unicorns with your bare hands. This time, however, they attack you with their horned heads. Once again, this causes pain, but not nearly as much as before. With one eye now removed, you are able to take a deep breath. Your hand is still bleeding. The unicorn's head attacks you again, but this time its claws are going through your chest. The AI decides that you are injured, take 12 damage. The following attack is headed towards your unprotected feet and legs. Again, a unicorn attacks with its horned bat-like wings. If the unicorn bat was to land on you, it would kill you instantly. Now that you have removed your arms, you attempt a final strike against the monster. This attack does not cause any damage. This means you need to strike at a more vulnerable part of its body. We haven't done any damage to it. Let's talk to the vampire hunter. Do something. We are going to die. Do something, we're gonna die otherwise. The vampire hunter replies, I don't know what I can do. You reply, then let me try something. He says, look in my eyes and tell me if you can see anything that can help us. What? I don't know what these buttons do. Birdsong. Sounds like birdsong, but not in any way that would cause, consider bird-like. Can cause damage to vegetation and animals alike. Oh, let's use that. Also causes more noise than normal bird songs sounds do. Oh look, vampire teeth. We can take this and become a vampire. Vampire fangs are sharpened to so he could become a vampire. Dead body grants corpse effects. You become a corpse. Dead-blooded human remains. It's not clear what killed him though. Oh, these give you a health boost, I think. Shimmel cannot be equipped. Okay, let's use a bird song anyway, which is the okay. So basically, I think that means the gold one is bird song now. Oh no, it's not. It's bare hand still. Don't know how you use that. Oh, crops. What have I clicked on? Oh, you cast bird song. Oh, I have to click on that. Okay. You cast bird song at the unicorns. It's an energy blast of which deals no damage, but it has some negative effects. Even though he has said that they cannot harm him, your vision begins to go blurry and your hearing becomes distorted. After about 10 seconds, your mind becomes completely distorted and you can no longer hear or see properly. I think that's what that's the effects that it does, and we'll cast that onto the unicorn. The AI decides that unicorns has a new status effect. They are a swarm of birds. The game decides that the following attack is headed towards your unprotected main hand. Yet again, the unicorn, who is currently a swarm of birds, attacks you with horned bats to try and kill you, but with little success. You can still feel them on your body as they move around you, causing some minor pain, but you have no idea how many there are. They seem much stronger than before. They seem to be able to lift more weight and you can't see their faces. We should probably want to run away from this. Let's run away. We're not doing too well here. Okay, I had to stop for a second to take a phone call. So where were we? You attempt to run away from the unicorns who are currently a swarm of birds. As soon as you get out of their way, they fly off into the sky. The hunters are now left alone and defenseless against two enemies. They have nowhere to go. The only option is retreat. As you try to decide where to run, you feel one approaching. I guess it's like talking to us like the narrator. The two hunters are like us. Us two? That's like the narrator speaking. The game decides that the following attack is headed towards your unprotected main hand. The unicorns, who is currently a swarm of birds, attacks you with flying fists. He is the first of his kind to attack, and your life is saved. So, yeah, so he didn't kill us, I think that means. You then turn around and look at him as he tries to fly towards you with wings. Your own have disappeared. My wings have disappeared? What? Let's go and try and whack him, I suppose, because it's not, you know, let's do another whack. Attacking him again with our bare hands. We may have to become a vampire at some point. Oh, we're getting more damage here. Oh, what happened there? You try attacking the unicorn with your bare hands. You don't even notice your hand is missing. What? They then start flying backwards. Suddenly one falls down. It's a human like yourself, but bigger. One by one, the other unicorns fall to their deaths. Why? Why does this happen? The last one is to be killed was yours. My unicorn? The unicorn killer looks at your empty body. His face is filled with anger. What is going on? I've taken 12 damage. The AI decides unicorns was instantly defeated. Okay. You defeated unicorns. You gain 34 experience points. You receive a loot. Gold coins, gold coins. Well, that's good. The bird song needs recharging. But we've got gold coins. Gold coins with gold coinage with gold in it. It's not too heavy and the weight is not excessive. And more over here. Gold coinage with no serial numbers. No one has ever seen these before, and they're worth quite a bit. They are also rare. They're not even common, but you can get them from any gold dealer. Okay. So we didn't need to become a vampire with the teeth, which is good. We need healing up. Let's see if the old woman can heal us. I'm injured from the unicorns, old lady. Can you heal me, please? She smiles at you. You then ask her what she can do for you. I am very old, she says, and I am too sick to be healed by any of my kind. She smiles at you. You then ask her what she can do for you. I am very old, she says, and I am too sick to be healed by any of my kind, you say. But if you want, we could work together to take over this world. I'm guessing like you take turns in talking. But even though it doesn't say who said that, she's saying that? I do not want to take over this world, I just want my eye back. She smiles again. You say, then I will help you with that and leave. When you think about it now, you see the similarities between yourself and your mother, except the two of you are both strong women and also both strong with magic. What? Me and my mother were both strong women? I'm a male. What? That one a bit odd there. Okay, let's go to that's okay, let's go to I don't know, let's go to the library, why not, or the conference room. You and the vampire hunter arrive at the conference room. The hologram conference room displays a large image of your current location with information about you and your team, what you and your team have accomplished. You can see all the information about yourself and all the members of this organization. Oh, really? But me? You can't write what you want to do, just what you want to say, it seems. Or am I missing something? Oh, other people are here. Like representation of Captain Clayton. Oh, I see all the options down there. Oh, here he is. Holographic representation of Captain Clayton in full armor. An impressive hologram of the Doctor has been made out of metal plates that look like thick rubber. He looks great, and is holding hands with several other people who also look very well dressed. I think they all wear suits. A bad hologram. Holograms are everywhere. No one sees them, but everyone can hear them. It's terrifying. At least that's what you hope. When the speaker speaks, his voice sounds like an echo of someone else's voice. A food court. The food court table consists of a large rectangular wooden floor with 3 rows of seats. There is an aisle between each row of seats. Each seat has a small podium that sits at the end of the desk. Okay, well, let's talk to Captain, whatever his name is. What item could we use on him? Never mind. Let's talk to him. Who are you and what are you doing here? Why are the unicorns so angry? Okay. He looks away from you and says, I am an old wizard who was exiled from our home by some powerful beings. What are they saying exactly? They want me to kill them? The voice of his wife returns. You may stop talking right now. We have work to do. The AI decides that you have a new side quest. bishop, and if you choose a unicorn as, head towards the sunset section of town and kill the savior vampire who will eventually lead you to. Okay. How do we go there? Head towards the sunset section. Yeah, I want to go there. Sunset section of town. Let's go there. Well, let's get out of it. Let's back out of this. What's this book? Side quest. Oh, how unicorns can save us. Head towards the unicorn area and talk to a human who may have information about how unicorns work. Okay, let's find out about unicorns. Unicorns can spawn in cities, forest, underground, outskirts, hearts, ruins. Yeah, let's go this. I mean, unicorns sitting a bit angry right now, so I'm not quite as optimistic about our side quest now as we were before. But I didn't realise this was here. Oh, what's this? Oh, okay, that's what we've just done. Yeah, track this quest. To complete this quest, go to the unicorn area. Okay, let's back out of this. Keep backing out until we see the unicorn area. Okay, so quite a lot of downtime waiting for the pictures to load in. You and a vampire hunter arrive at the damp layer, but of course I'm editing those out. Damp layers are like a thick barrier of water covering most areas. You don't know how to get out of this one, but you do know that if there's anything to be found, then someone will find it. Snow is grey but not cold. It's a bit icy, but it doesn't stick to you. You can see everything from your position, which isn't very high up. Jungle consists of trees. In fact, we've been there. Damp layer, an insect-like creature with no hair and a green body. The lower half of its skin is covered with short hair, while the upper part is a green and white partnered covering. This one says you. An overweight guy is sitting on the ground holding on to 3 chairs. He's wearing a t-shirt and shorts and is sweating profusely. His pants are almost completely soaked with water. How did you know? Slime cloud monster. Slime cloud creature. His head resembles an upside down mushroom and its shiny black tentacles that wrap around itself and around other creatures like vines. And then vampire bloodsucker. Vampire eating human flesh. Mainly their genitals. Oh my god. Let's, I don't know how we can get to the, right, let's go to the unicorn area. Well, I'm going to say to the vampire hunter, let's go to the unicorn area, hoping that will kind of spur on the place to appear. I don't know how this is going to work. Oh no, we've been attacked by something. Let's go to the unicorn area. They both head off, heading towards where the other creatures are hiding. When he arrives, there is no sign of any creature. What the hell happened to my animals? Asked your companion. They approach a group of 3 small figures, each with long horns. You ask, where's all the others? The AI decides that you're under attack by a group of creatures. You and the vampire hunter have entered combat with the group of creatures. A group of tiny figures, all dressed alike in black robes. They stand around an altar with candles lit. The floor tiles are covered with moss and other dark earthy substances, which make them look like they are floating through space. And they've got a lot of hit points and we don't have much. Well, let's hit them once and see what happens. Or should we just run away? We hit them once. You then try to attack the group of creatures with your bare hands. Your fists smash against their hard bodies. Their eyes widen as you punch them in the face. One of them falls to the ground and the rest run away from the attack. As you run one by one, you hear more screams as you see blood spurting from his eyes. AI decides we're injured with 26 damage. The game decides the following attack is headed towards your unprotected head. The group of creatures attacks you with bite sounds. You feel your own flesh sink into their soft flesh and start biting their faces, necks and arms. After a few bites they stop moving and your body starts to go numb. The creature bites at you harder and harder. It breaks your bones and you feel yourself becoming numb. Then it stops. The AI decides that you have died. What? You consume 1 plot armour to take regular damage instead of dying. You take 26 damage. What's 20? Oh no, plot armour. Oh, that's the plot armour. We're gonna need to become a vampire, or we can have these. You become a corpse, a living corpse. Let's become a vampire. We'll take the thing and fight as us. We're gonna become a vampire. Okay, so many weird things happen there apparently, but I haven't read through yet, so let's do it. I'm guessing we didn't make it. The AI decides that a group of creatures was damaged. You then consume the vampire teeth, which I thought wouldn't give them an extra turn of attack, but apparently gave them an extra turn of attack. Your skin turns pale and you feel cold. A chill runs down your spine and touches your heart. Soon you feel a sharp pain in your chest and your head starts spinning. When you open your eyes, the room is black and empty. You are lying on a bed. Someone is shaking you. You try to speak, but you cannot. The AI decides that you were injured. You take 10 damage. Was 10 before damage protection. The AI decides you have a newer status effect. You are a vampire. The game decides that the following attack is headed towards your unprotected head. The group of creatures attacks you with claw. You are currently a vampire. It feels like claw on your neck, arms and legs. Then pull you off your feet and start ripping you apart. Blood drips from your wound. A second later, a knife pierces your heart, and then a third. Finally, the last one finishes you off and leaves. Your heart has stopped beating. You have died. The AI decides that you have died. You consumed 1 plot armor, which is our final one, to take regular damage instead of dying. In roguelike mode, you wake up after dying and lose most of your items. You awaken in a hospital room. There are several doctors and nurses. One nurse looks at your wounds and says, "I think we can save your life." Suddenly, an orderly comes into the room and cuts off your shirt. The next doctor looks over your chest and asks, "What? Why did that happen?" So there's 2 places. There's a nurse station over there we could look at. There's a pharmacy we could go and look at, drugs and pills and stuff. And a nurse, an attractive young woman with brown medium hair and a black jacket. Her face is calm and she's wearing an orange shirt and a white coat. And a doctor, an attractive man clad only in scrubs. He's got a round face with grey hair and a beard. His eyes are dark brown and his lips are thin and white. His name is Dr. Smith. And apparently over here is a brain hemorrhage. You're in a bloody brain hemorrhage state. Your head is shaved bald, your clothes are torn, half your body has been devoured, and you have a massive skull fracture that looks like someone had taken an axe to it. Can I fight the brain hemorrhage? Infectious virus. The nurse asks you to sit down while examining a young man who can't be more than 20 years old. He appears healthy, but he is covered in pustules that have erupted from his nose. Can we fight the brain hemorrhage with 1 hit point left? I was going to end it here, but let's fight the brain hemorrhage. There's like a sunflower's randomly there. Try and fight the brain hemorrhage. Oh, the brain hemorrhage is really tough. Oh no, it's not. It's still tough though compared to what we've got. Alright, let's fight the brain hemorrhage. You and the vampire hunter have entered combat mode with brain hemorrhage. You then try attacking the brain hemorrhage with your bare hands. While this works well enough to kill the bleeding artery, but not so well that your hand is bleeding, it takes some time for them to stop and cut off your pants. Then the blood stops flowing. A paramedic comes in and asks you if you want him to put more pressure on the wound. The AI decides that brain hemorrhage was instantly defeated, and we get some experience points, and we get some loot, which is brain fluid, brain freeze potion. Apparently it's basically alcohol which you can mix with water to make your own brain wash. You can also use this as a substitute for drinking beer, wine, etc. Oh, lovely. And this bottle contains 2 pills that will cause you to freeze your brain. You'll be unable to move either your arms or legs as well. If you drink enough, you'll also become unconscious, but it will heal you. So that's how you can get healed. Oh, I don't know. Before we end it, let's have some brain freeze potion, and let's drink it ourselves. Will that help to heal us? Okay, it looks like that drinking the brain potion thing didn't help much. You then consume the brain freeze potion. This is a mixture of alcohol, ammonia, and cyanide. No one mentioned the cyanide. That kills all living creatures instantly. You don't care about being burned to death. Just take out your own life. The paramedics are amazed by your strength. They also ask if you want to ride home. You say no. You walk home alone. So the AI decides that we died with no plot armor remaining. In roguelike mode, you wake up after dying and lose most of your items. So I think if we ever play this again, we'll probably not do roguelike. We'll do it like adventure maybe. Would that make us die? Or would that mean is, I don't know, maybe that would mean that we have less dying in general. You awaken in a dead house. Your dad's car isn't in the driveway. Mum didn't return from work after the morning shift either. It seems like everyone has died. There's blood everywhere, but nothing is breathing anymore. A family picture hangs on the wall. So yeah, this has been AI Roguelite, and the link will be in the description if you want it. Check it out for yourself. I think it's like $3 or £3. I don't know, roughly that amount. Not too much. It does take a little bit of time though to generate all these AI created pictures. I mean, that might be to be expected. I've of course edited it out for your viewing pleasure. But yeah, just be aware that if you buy the game. If you do buy the game, the link is in the description. for your convenience. It's about $2, £3, something like that. I'm not sure exactly how much it is. It's not too expensive. And let me know if you want to see more of this or less of this in the comments. Let me know what you thought. And if you do want more of this, put some ideas for the next story down below. And as always, I've been Porthos, you've been awesome. Goodbye.